Welcome to Flower Care, Orchid Lovers. Today, I will share with you a super simple yet highly effective natural fertilizer recipe, helping orchid roots grow strong, leaves stay green, and flowers bloom longer and last longer. Let's get started. Before caring for the plant by fertilizing, you should lightly spray a layer of clean water on the entire stem, leaves, and roots of the orchid. Moistening first helps the cells on the leaves and roots open, thereby helping the plant absorb nutrients better when we fertilize. At the same time, water also helps reduce the risk of burning leaves or burning root tips due to too high fertilizer concentration when the plant is dry. In addition, spraying mist also helps the plant wake up, stimulating the metabolism and respiration to take place more strongly, making the plant ready to absorb nutrients optimally. The first ingredient in today's recipe is breadcrumbs, a very familiar ingredient but brings great benefits to orchids. Breadcrumbs contain many beneficial microorganisms and a small amount of starch and protein, which helps stimulate the microflora in the substrate to grow strongly, thereby supporting orchid roots to absorb nutrients better. I put about 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs in a clean jar. This will act as a base for the microorganisms to grow in. Next, I added about 500 milliliters of warm water to the jar. Warm water will help to activate the natural decomposition and fermentation process of the breadcrumbs faster, while also creating a favorable environment for beneficial microorganisms to grow. After stirring the mixture well, cover the jar and let it sit for about 1 hour. During this time, the bread will begin to soften and ferment slightly, helping the beneficial microorganisms to work more strongly. The next ingredient I use in this recipe is Malabar spinach, a popular vegetable that contains a lot of nutrients that are good for orchids. Malabar spinach has a high content of vegetable protein, calcium, magnesium, and vitamin C, which helps increase resistance, stimulate new roots, and naturally green leaves. Here, I use a medium-sized Malabar spinach plant, then pick the young and semi-mature leaves. This is the part that contains the most nutrients. You should remove the old leaves or leaves with worms or wilted leaves to ensure our solution is always clean and pure. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons to support me, and don't miss any useful orchid care tips. I'm happy to accompany you on the journey of nurturing and conquering the beauty of orchid pots. Next up, we put all the cleaned spinach leaves into the blender. Next, I add about 500 milliliters of clean water to the blender to help the blending process easier and smoother. Grinding the Malabar spinach leaves will help release maximum nutrients inside, especially minerals and natural enzymes. This is a valuable source of nutrition to help orchids grow healthy, with thick green leaves and stronger roots. After pureeing, I will filter out the pulp using a fine sieve and a clean cloth. This step helps us obtain pure spinach juice without any leaf residue. Filtering carefully is very important because if there is any residue left when spraying or watering orchids, it can easily clog the roots, choke the substrate, or make the leaf surface cloudy. The final ingredient in this recipe is honey, a very valuable natural ingredient for orchids. Honey not only contains many natural sugars, minerals, and enzymes that help provide energy for the plant, but also has mild antibacterial properties, helps inhibit fungal diseases, and protects the new young roots. I added a spoonful of honey to the filtered spinach juice. Add about 500 milliliters of clean water to the mixture to dilute the solution. This step helps the nutrient concentration become moderate, safer to use for orchids. The diluted solution will have a natural light green color, the gentle aroma of Malabar spinach mixed with honey, very pleasant. And after about 1 hour of incubation, the breadcrumbs have completely dissolved in water, forming a slightly fermented solution with a natural, sweet aroma. At this time, the beneficial microorganisms in the bread begin to work, helping to create a source of enzymes and organic acids that are very good for orchids. Next, I filtered the fermented breadcrumbs into the mixture of Malabar spinach and honey before. This combination helps the solution become rich in nutrients and beneficial microorganisms, providing natural energy from honey, adding minerals and enzymes from Malabar spinach, and adding beneficial bacteria from breadcrumbs. Stir well until the ingredients are completely mixed, and let the solution rest for 15 minutes before use. After 15 minutes, the active ingredients have blended perfectly to create a mild biological fertilizer, very good for the roots, helping the orchid recover quickly, grow strong roots, and have greener leaves. Next, I poured the entire nutrient solution into a spray bottle and sprayed it evenly over the entire orchid plant. This is foliar fertilization. When we spray the solution evenly over the stem, leaves, and aerial roots, the natural nutrients from Malabar spinach, honey, and breadcrumbs will permeate directly through the leaf epidermis and tiny stomata. Thanks to that, the orchid absorbs nutrients almost instantly, without having to wait for the decomposition process in the substrate like when fertilizing the roots. In addition, spraying through the leaves also helps supplement moisture, stimulate photosynthesis and metabolism, keeping the leaves always green, thick and healthy, and increasing natural resistance. In particular, this mixture contains beneficial microorganisms and natural enzymes that help clean the leaf surface, inhibit harmful fungi and bacteria, and promote the development of young roots. This is not only an effective way to fertilize, but also a comprehensive recovery therapy for orchids, helping the plant to be healthy from the inside, with strong roots, lush green leaves, and longer-lasting flowers. What country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments below. It's great to be able to connect and share our passion for orchids from all over the world. Another way is to water this nutrient solution directly into the roots and growing medium of the orchid. This method helps the nutrients penetrate deep into the root system, providing a natural source of energy and beneficial microorganisms directly to the root area, where the plant absorbs the most. When watered into the growing medium, enzymes and minerals from Malabar spinach, combined with probiotics from breadcrumbs and natural sugars in honey, will help gently decompose residual organic matter, making the growing medium more airy and nutritious. We can also soak the whole orchid pot in this nutrient solution for about 20 minutes. This method helps the growing medium absorb the solution evenly, thereby allowing the roots to absorb the maximum amount of nutrients and beneficial microorganisms in the mixture. At the same time, this solution also helps stimulate young roots, regenerate weak roots, increase the ability to absorb moisture and minerals. In addition to English subtitles, you can also enable automatic translation into your language to make it easier to understand the content. To display subtitles in the language you want, open the video, then click the gear icon, select Subtitles Automatic Translation, and then select your preferred language. After spraying the nutrient solution on the leaves, remember to use a soft, clean towel to gently wipe the entire leaf surface, especially the leaf crevices and young leaf tips, to avoid the accumulation of fertilizer, which can easily cause leaf rot, bud rot, or fungus if left for a long time. In addition, Wiping leaves also helps clean dirt and plaque on the leaf surface, helping the plant photosynthesize better, making the leaves shiny and naturally healthy. You should apply this nutrient formula, or the formulas that I have shared before on the channel, every 2 weeks to help the orchid absorb nutrients regularly and grow best. On normal days, we only need to spray a light mist with clean water about every 2 days to maintain stable humidity for the plant. This helps the roots and leaves stay fresh, not dry or lose strength. Note, you should take care of and spray water in the early morning or cool afternoon, because this is the ideal time for the plant to absorb water and nutrients without worrying about heat shock or leaf burn. Maintain this habit regularly. Your orchid will always be healthy, have strong roots, thick green leaves, and flowers bloom longer. After soaking the orchid in the nutrient solution for about 20 minutes, take the pot out, then place the plant back in the garden, in a cool and lightly lit place. This is the ideal environment for the plant to continue growing. This is the result of the orchid after 20 days of persistent care. As you can see, the leaves are now much thicker, shinier, and stronger. This is a sign that the tree is absorbing nutrients well, has a stable metabolism, and is growing sustainably. The new leaves that grow straight up, smooth and healthy on the surface, are the clearest sign that the orchid is thriving from the inside. Such straight and shiny new leaves show that the plant is completely healthy at the ideal growth stage to continue to nourish the roots and prepare for the upcoming flowering. The new roots also grow in large numbers, all large and firm, proving that the plant is absorbing nutrients effectively and clinging to the substrate very well. Meanwhile, the old roots become darker green, firmer, and penetrate deeper into the substrate, helping the plant absorb nutrients and retain moisture more stably. With such strong growth, our orchid has produced healthy, plump flower stalks, reaching high and full of vitality. The petals will have a brighter, more intense color and will last longer than usual, because when the roots and leaves are healthy, all the energy will be focused on nurturing buds and developing flowers. This is the worthy result after the process of persistent care with natural, safe, and balanced nutrients that we have spent. In the process of caring for and growing orchids, if you encounter any difficulties or questions, do not hesitate to leave a comment below. I am always willing to share my experiences and support you, so that everyone can own healthy orchid pots that bloom brightly all year round. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that I have more motivation to share more good techniques on growing and caring for orchids. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.